good morning. Just going to hold on for a second here. I need a drink, and we're going to wait for a few people to pop in. All right, let's get started. Hey, Shani. All right, this is your cosmic energy forecast for the week of December 17th through the 23rd. Today, Tuesday, December 17th, is can you feel how light it is? Right? Can you feel how light the energies are today? Like they are really invoking this sense of openness and feeling free to be open and receiving. Like if you're not a really good receiver, good morning, Ariana. If you're not a really good receiver, this is a good practice. It's a good day to practice being open to receive. That feeling free kind of energy doesn't have the limitations of the belief systems or the emotions or the thoughts. Instead, it opens you up for more. Who doesn't want more? Right? We all want more. So it's a great day to create goals. Like when you have this kind of freedom kind of energy around you, and you're open to receive, it's a great day to create some intentions or goals, however you want to put it. So maybe you actually use this energy to start creating for 2020. Or maybe you use it to finish out the year, right? Like creating what you really want is knowing and using the energies, and these freedom kind of expansive energies are prime for these kinds of things. So the other way is to step into your power. Give yourself permission to be free. Like I said, if you're not really open to receiving, like practice that today. Practice giving yourself permission to receive and being in an open state, like throughout the entire day if you possibly can. Being into that creative, imaginative kind of energy is very, very freeing. So these energies in particular, this freedom kind of energy in our universe, like we sort of grab onto these energies, right? And we use them. But if we don't actually understand the expansiveness, when we feel expansive and we don't know ourselves well enough to actually grab onto the energies, like that's what I do these reports for, is so you can learn and understand how the cosmos provides everything that you need, how it supports you. So it is these kind of freedom kind of vibrations that Nikola Tesla knew and understood. It's how he created free energy. It's how all the imaginative beings of the cosmos, of the universe, of our world, like they ride the wave. When these energies come, they like they gather it up in their systems and then they use it. Like they don't waste the energies of it, they use it. So how are you going to use this creative freedom energy today? Keep in mind that this afternoon, later in the day, these energies will change and it will become a bit more limiting. So gather up the energies, right? Gather up, pull it into your system, pull it into your field so that you can actually use it. It's kind of the same as sexual energy. Like we never know what to do with that kind of energy. You should gather it up and use it for your future. Seriously, it's magic. All right, moving on to Wednesday, December 18th. So it's a busy kind of energy day tomorrow. It's a great day to get all those things on your to-do list done. Consciously, the energies are supporting you. And they get you ready to go deeper, because later in the week, you're going to need these kind of energies, this supportive kind of energy. Again, gather it up in your field, right? Although tomorrow on Wednesday, like these kinds of get busy kind of energies, they help you to create distractions, I want to say, for the mind, so that you can begin to understand yourself at a deeper level than what you currently do. So as you're busy working, getting all your things done, right? As the mind stays busy and gets distracted easily, be hyper aware at the same time. So you don't have to split your energy. You can allow the mind to be distracted and be busy, At the same time, you observe. This is a component of your soul power, and it's also a component of wholeness, not oneness, wholeness. So use this kind of, it's a supportive, distractive energy where you like watch how you move into a sense of flow, grace, ease. Like, how are you like getting everything done in time and space, and observing yourself and understanding like what flows. You need to be documenting this process of how you can get things done and observe all at the same time. Document this so that you can access it and use it later on or in the future, right? Like documenting how you flow, how you move into a sense of flow, super important moving into the future. So understand how you flow tomorrow on Wednesday. Get your to-do list done and finished up because there's more stuff coming down the pike. There are new things on the horizon. All right, Thursday, December 19th. Can you say self-diligence? Can you say practice? Honestly, Thursday is all about being super, super diligent to the self. Can you feel the energy of that? Like it's pulling you inward. Like you can't escape it. You need to be super serious on Thursday about the diligence to the self, being very proactive, being super conscious about who you are, why you are, what you are. Diligence in your soul expansion, exploring your conscious reality. What is it that you are creating in the present moment? Be very diligent in your useful practice of listening, creating, and moving in flow, which is why the day before you really needed to understand how you flow. Because the energies on Thursday, they will pull you into who knows where. Because there's a lot of there's a mass consciousness that's happening on Thursday. So being super honest about what you believe, asking yourself, is this my truth? All day long will serve you well. Because the cosmic energies and the human consciousness on Thursday will try to pull you in all sorts of directions, creating many, many illusions. The game of fear is in full blast on Thursday. These energies, that fearful kind of energy, will try to make you feel inspired and creative because it's pulling from the day before, 2 days before, right? It's pulling the energy from those to make you feel like you really are not. So your diligence to self, that's why it's so important to be diligent to yourself, is because these energies will try to pull you into illusions of all kind. So don't play into that game unless you, of course, like that game, then go for it. But just know that on Thursday, if you're playing in the illusions, you will be pulled into some crazy rabbit hole. True. Moving on to Friday, December 20th. There is freedom in the air on Friday again, because after you get pulled into a rabbit hole, then the consciousness says, oh man, we should have probably not done that. So then it creates this sort of freedom kind of energy to pull you back out. The point is not to actually move into the mass consciousness, right? Like, don't play their games. Don't play the games of separation. Don't play the games of illusions. No, you got to know who you are. You may feel inspired and inquisitive on Friday about absolutely everything. Follow those inquisitive nudges that you get. Be very cautious. No, be very conscious about how the energies are different from Thursday to Friday. There's great information in the cosmic energies on these 2 days. One, mass itself and pulls you into illusion. The other, on Friday, is really about the inquisitiveness. Do you allow yourself to be inquisitive? That's a freedom technique. Know the difference between when it's limiting on Thursday, limiting kind of energies, and freedom kind of energies. Those two things in the future are going to be super important. 2020, you need to know these things. It's why you're practicing now, I want to say. It's why the energies are like giving you the opportunities to know and understand yourself. Knowing limitations, what limits you, what feels like illusion, what pulls you into false sense of security, and the freedom, the real freedom. Asking yourself, is this my truth? Is probably one of the keys to knowing and understanding those two energies. So on Friday, along with this freedom kind of energy, there's a sense of doing right, doing things right, sense of equality, sense of ethics. Again, follow these kinds of energies. They open doors. These are doorway or gateway kind of senses, I want to say, feelings or emotions, like this urge of equality and sense of like being so ethical with yourself, and you want to spread that, right? Like you feel like you want to spread it out into the world. If you're safe in doing that, do it. But they open up these doorways, these gateways to these freedom energies where there are many more potentials. So if you're looking into the field of potentials and you haven't been seeing anything, use the energy on Friday to make all that happen. There are thriving potentials in the field on Friday. Hook onto them and magnify them so that you can like be very intentional with your life and who you're becoming. All right, Saturday, December 21st, as we follow the energies of Friday, right? The sense of equality, the sense of being super ethical, the sense of freedom brings along huge responsibilities for you to carry out. So if you've latched onto a potential that carries these qualities of being ethical, of being equal, of having this balancing kind of energy within you, carry out the responsibility and become more free in your thinking and in your feeling, and actually being more honest and ethical with yourself. It will pull you into yourself even more, creating another level or layer of experience of consciousness. It's a great energy day to reassess your boundaries and your limitations of your mind and your emotions, because you are not the same person as you were last week. So reassess on Saturday. It will help you pull yourself even deeper into new layers, levels of experience through consciousness. All right, Sunday. After all the work you've done throughout the week, because it's a busy energy, consciousness, observing kind of week, right? And you're feeling very super conscious, I want to say, take a break. Honestly, Sunday is all about taking a break, letting everything that you've experienced, everything that you've learned about yourself, everything that you've observed, it's allowing it to integrate into your system. Now, if you're really tapped into the consciousness, into the cosmic energies, you're needing vitamin D on Sunday. The sun is calling you. And it's a great time because we're in the northern hemisphere where the sun isn't as powerful. So allow yourself to be in the sun. Expose as much skin as possible on Sunday and just soak and bask in the sun rays, taking up as much vitamin D as you possibly can. It may even call for a nap. Go ahead and give yourself a nap on Sunday. Monday, December 23rd. Woo! After you have this day of pure blissfulness, the emotional roller coaster wants to set in on Monday. Many beliefs, again, because people don't know and understand who they are, they can't observe themselves, They don't know how to work in their own conscious field or their own potentials. We end up with days like Monday where the cosmic energies are flying readily with belief systems. Like there's just a mass, I want to say, I don't even know what to call it. It's like a mass, like a free-for-all, like literally a free-for-all of belief systems that are just sort of like wandering through the consciousness, through the mass consciousness. Again, try not to play in mass consciousness, play in your own. It is wise for you to spend very little time in that consciousness in the masses. Rather, I would love if you would spend more time in meditation, listening to your own self, like escaping from the effects of the mass consciousness, like watch very little TV, don't engage in, the craziness of the world. Instead, spend more time in your own self. It's a great time to use and work with all the energies that you've experienced throughout the week, right? Like the observation that you've grown into, the allowing the mind to be distracted, yet looking at yourself deeper, asking if these are your truths. Like if you're actually playing in the mass consciousness and you're in the emotional roller coaster of the day, like ask yourself, is that really true? Use the tools that you've gained throughout the week. Make very conscious decisions on Monday. Be very conscious about what field you're playing in. Are you playing in, your own field, or are you playing in the roller coaster? Make a decision which field you want to be playing in and at which time. It's okay to play in the mass consciousness as long as you're conscious about it, right? And you're making decisions based on who you are, not decisions based on the mass consciousness. That's where we get out of alignment with who we are. So today, on Monday, it's a great opportunity to practice your practice. All those hours that you've spent in meditation, journaling, diving deeper into who you are, into your own consciousness, observing who you are, being truly happy with who you are and what you are and why you are and how you are. All of those things will come to fruition on Monday because of your diligence to yourself, your own practice. So it's a great day to practice knowing who you are. I suggest starting with intentions on Monday morning, intentions about what you want to be, how you want to be that day, and then taking actions to support those intentions that you create on Monday. It's a big week. Can you feel the week? It's a big cosmic energy kind of week. So this is your energy report from the cosmos for the week of December, whatever week it is. I don't know. December. When you get in the flow, you just get in the flow, you forget about everything. That's what happens. So December 17th through the 23rd, this is Angela Blaha signing off from the cosmos. Enjoy yourself this week, but know yourself. Until next week, signing off from the cosmos.